poem I wrote for my students, who are such lovely people, as are many people who turn to poetry, whether as readers or writers. And because there is this perverse element to me, I had to kind of turn that on its head and write about the pleasure of cruelty. So this is that poem. It's called Earthworms. I used to chop them up as a child, I confessed to the room full of poetry students, expecting collusion. Weren't all children cruel? But their dismayed faces said no. We had just read a poem about earthworms, sprawled in the hundreds across the sidewalk after a deluge, the poet stepping gingerly among the stranded creatures. Again, I saw myself crouched on the pavement, penknife poised above a meaty tangle, halving, quartering, wondering when the worms would stop regenerating, if that was a myth anyway, nearly weeping with the power I wielded. In my mother's garden, I observed the heave of a slug's body sprinkled with salt, a spider's 8 legs cringing under a cloud of insecticide, the satisfying crunch of a snail's whirled house underfoot, the destruction of that architecture like the snap and crackle of shells on a beach. The students' upturned faces, trusting me with their fragile words. What would they think of the shining hours I spent by the balcony doors, torturing flies, watching their frantic skitter up the glass as my scissors flashed over their intricate bodies, snipping away a gossamer wing, a quivering leg. I'm not talking a shameful episode or two after being scolded or spanked. This was a private hobby in the slow hours of summer, a kind of heaven to inhabit a time outside of time, a bubble of pure concentration. How lovely it was to be the bully for a change. Thank you.